Hello everyone and welcome to the LSI F1 Championship. We're here today for round 8 of the calendar already. And well, the French GP, there's no walls this time, so hopefully there's no front wing damage, well, against the wall. But it's a very wide track and very confusing, I should say. There's going to be a lot of, well, I say spins. It's a fast track, so it's going to be interesting to see. But yeah, we're just gonna have to get into it. We're just waiting for the lobby to load. As we do that, we will just talk about the current standings. So looks like Magic's still leading. Sebok just behind though. I think Magic managed to hold on to the win last time in Canada due to time penalties, but Progster does seem that they are able to beat their teammate in the last two races across the line, just unfortunately not get past in the end. And then yeah, Sebok's looking pretty good. I think Renault's pretty high in the constructors, but I think right now Red Bull are still dominating. We've actually got a few reserve drivers today as we do get into the lobby now, so I will show that to everyone and hopefully we can have a good race. Yeah, we got a few reserve drivers. We have Donut Hole, actually got the number 78 on their name and I'm not quite sure why, but anyway, it's because they were about to be a permanent driver, but they did not take the chance in the end. And looking to see this. Let's put all our telemetry up, and so we can get ready. Go. I think that'll be it. That'll be done, and we're just gonna see who's on the track first, and it is Downey for the Alfa Romeo team. We've got, as I was talking about the reserve drivers, we've got Gartsteigerswerg as a reserve driver. We've seen them out before in the league, and hopefully they can get a good result. And we have Pink. So we've seen them quite a few times there. F1.5 Mercedes driver, and they are driving for the Mercedes team. And also the F1.5 driver for the Mercedes team is Dark Martyr. So we got the Mercedes team driving from the F1.5 league in the F1 league as well. There's space and they're fairly proven drivers, so hopefully we can see some good battles from them. You can see Dark Martyr just right now warming up the tyres as the driver from the UK. About to go on their first lap. But we're just going to go back on board with Downey, who will be going on to their lap very shortly as we watch them go around the final corner. They come round, and DRS will be wide open. They're going to have to try and... You can see, look at their ERS down the bottom right. You can see it deploying quite rapidly. We'll see how that works out in the race, if they're going to just keep it on hot lap, because that is what it's for. As we see, and they do invalidate their lap as you see the minimap goes red, so they're probably going to slow that down, and we will go behind to be Sebok. Sebok, strong contender for the winner of this race, very good on their tyre strategy, but apparently I've heard that there's only one strategy for this race. I'm not quite sure if I heard it right, but Sebok look like they could be good to go this time if they can get their strategy done. They're actually on an out lap, so they're not on the lap next, and it looks like there could be a Donut Hole and McLaren on their lap next, so we will go on board with them. It looks like, could that be Tier of Honey or Gartzberg making or getting some slipstream there? They're both on their lap on hard tyres, obviously communicating, the two German drivers, and we see them come around. And sorry about that, just checking everything. And we got Donut Hole come around into final few sectors. They will be the first person to set a lap time, maybe getting a bit wide there. They don't invalidate though, and looks like they're pretty quick. They come round the final corner, Where does it put them? On the curb a bit, but that's alright. DRS open. And that's a 132. Tiffany just behind, and Vibes goes and puts it on provisional pole of a 130.9. Very nicely done from Vibes with the broken ankle. Vibes did pretty darn well in qualifying in Canada, actually, in their Ferrari. And, well, they've done it again. They are on the soft tyres as the other guys are on a slightly slower compound. But that's a fairly good lap for now. They probably can improve on that. But that's a good effort, I think, from Vibes right there. And we got Level Light also set a lap time on the hard tyres just behind their rival Tiff Honey. And fellow countryman Cisco on the medium tyres in the Renault. They're just behind as well. Also just behind is Dark Marta on the medium tyres. Dark Zerg on the hard tyres. They've gone on set a 134. So they're right at the bottom right now. But hopefully we can see them improve later on in the race. And we just had someone set the pace. And that was Progzer, a 131.8 on the hard tyres. Progzer very strong. The Red Bull lineup very strong. Doesn't look like the Red Bull boys are going to help each other with Slipstream. It's going to move out the way already instead, but that's better than blocking him on the lap, so that should be okay. As we will actually go on board with Magic on the hard tyres also. They've set a purple first sector, DRS open. Very quick, this guy, few pole positions and wins on his hands right now. Leader in the championship, and well, proving to be one of the best right now, and future champion. What do you think, guys, in the viewers, in the chat? And very quick into there, just locking up a bit, but not too much. So I don't think that affected him too much, and he goes out. Or just correcting the car. It's okay, going very wide, locking up here, but manages to kind of hit that apex just a little bit. It looks pretty quick. We'll see though. Vibes looks like they're very quick right now, and they're coming around the corner. They're coming up to the start finish straight, and they're not going to make it, and they're going to be down in the 32s, or they're just going to make it into 31s. Okay, so they've just gone a bit behind their teammate there, 1/10. So Progzer looks like they're doing very well in this part of the season. They have beaten Magic before. A highlight there, you can know that from, I don't know what I'm saying, is from the USGP, where Progzer took that win by quite a margin, strategy-wise, but they did have some good pace and Magic couldn't find his way around. But these guys, very good relationship, and they've been able to, well, we've put them as teammates to try and help that. Downey, meanwhile, on the 3-lap soft tyres, so they're pretty darn worn down, and Downey has been able to set a 131, so that's pretty good. I just forgot, this guy meant to be changing his name to Kick, that's K-Y-C-K, as that's their actual name. And I have forgotten, so I apologise to Downey for that, or Kick. We will call them Downey for the sake of the stream, as they are displayed that. But next race, they will be called Kick. So very, very good lap from Downey right now. So very, very good. Look who's coming out onto their lap. We've got Vibes onto their soft tyres, and they will be coming out right now to set a lap. And it looks like Donut Hole's coming out on 1-lap old tyres as well, to go onto the medium tyres. So we'll see what happens there. That was a Mercedes getting up the way, I believe. That was Dark Marty, yep. Very nicely. Pink hasn't come out yet, his teammate, but hopefully we can see them very shortly. And these guys are still in the pits, but yet to set a lap time. So Grunk, Pink and Rubert down there. I know that Rubert had a few issues with their computer. And unfortunately we've just had a PJ They didn't join for qualifying as they missed it. Yeah, so they will be in the race though. They will have to start 16th or lower if anybody else joins. But currently that's the current situation, and hopefully we can see them in the race to get a few more cars to battle with. I don't know why I'm on Rupert's screen. I'm actually in the garage, so yeah. But Vibes gonna set their lap, so watch on board with the Ferrari driver, current provisional pole. Not sure if anybody's going to improve while they're on their outlap, but we will watch on board. They come into the first sector at the first few corners. This is a very tight or difficult section of corners. Try not to lock up here. They've done it fairly well. Got another car, maybe traction, but probably not there. Need to go a bit wide, maybe miss that apex, but they hit that one. Go a bit wide there, but maintain the speed onto the start finish straight. You can see on their race wheel there, you can see that the ERS is deploying very rapidly, so they're definitely taking advantage of that as they go into the next chicane. Some call it chicken, and they carry on. It looked fairly tidy through there, maybe had a little bit of a wheel spin, but not too bad. Going very wide there to try and keep the momentum. So proper race strategies, if you like, here. And looks like that was a Renault getting out the way. So everybody obeying orders on track. They have no reason to get in the way with the French GP track being so wide. And they've gone into the pits instead. And that's actually another thing to note. The pit lane is very difficult to enter, and we will like people to enter the pits following the racing line. So we did go on board there with Vibes, but they did not set that, unfortunately. So well, it's still worth it. So we'll look to see if we've got any other guys. Downey is on an outlap on some medium tyres, maybe going to improve on their lap. Hopefully we can see that done. Tiff Honey on a lap just now. We'll watch on board with them. And they didn't invalidate that, I was just checking. And Iger Pro has actually gone and set a fastest lap right now. Tiff Honey has backed off. The Iger Pro's gone and set her fastest lap on the soft tyres. Very nicely done from the other Ferrari. It's the Ferrari 1-2 right now. That would be pretty darn spectacular. I think Ferrari hit pole position last time around in France. That was level light. Iger Pro just behind. Very close battle with his teammate. But unfortunately didn't make it on pole position that time. But can we see it this time? I know Iger Pro's had some PC improvements, I believe. And they hopefully can have some more smooth operations, and hopefully we can see them maybe, let's say, drive a little better. Maybe it'll be easier for them to drive even quicker, and that would be sure interesting to see. And we can see that right now that they are doing very well. Level light on a 130.9 on the medium tyres. They seem to have pretty good pace. This guy got pole position last time around at France, and he seems to be pretty high up in the order, but we have got a few people who will be changing their tyres. Well, actually, that's Strong. I don't know if they locked up there, but they're gonna try and improve on the hard tyres. They got a very different strategy to everyone else. I believe it's either going to be mediums to hards or softs to me. Hards? I'm not sure. It'd be interesting to see what does happen though. And, yeah, it's going to be very interesting. We're just going to go on board with Donut Hole. Don't know if Donut Hole's actually on a lap. We will check with the McLaren reserve driver as they carry on. They got a bit of a wheel spin. Looks like they might still be going for it though. So we will watch on board as they go into the chicane. Hit that curb onto the apex, very nicely done. A bit of a wheel spin. Didn't cut the corner too much, so they still on the lap. But we'll just look at the telemetry there. See that ERS deployment. Just reaching its halfway point now. Very tricky. On the circuit, try not to lock up and you can lose time if you slide too much. But just struggling with a bit of grip there, I think. They're on the soft tyres there, so hopefully they're just pushing the limits and can do a very good job as they come around the final corner to set their new lap. And where will they come? It's a bit quicker. A 1:30. Oh, okay. A lot quicker. And they've set pole position. Provisional pole. Don't know how we know is a very quick driver. They've cut the track. And they've crashed with Iger Pro, who was on an out lap. Hopefully they don't have any damage. That was a bit reckless. Okay. That could have caused a DNF actually, so that will probably be investigated. Welcome to the stream, Vulcan. Nice to see you. Unfortunately, yeah, you can't join, but looks like somebody's the reserve driver who's taken your car today is on pole. They are cutting the track though, which is kind of a bit annoying, but not against the rules, but it's a bit reckless. But we'll investigate it afterwards if they're taking every single board out, and that is against the rules. Okay, well, we'll check that after the race. It's just gonna that's not very good for everyone else who do use the markers as boards, if that makes sense. As no, marker boards as braking points. But nice to see you here, Vulcan. Sorry about that. I was just getting a bit mental over the place in my commentary there. But we've got Iger Pro on a lap. We're going to watch on board with the Ferrari driver as they go down the start-finish straight. DRS wide open, ERS wide open as well, and they're hopefully not going to have too much traffic ahead. We don't know how much time there's left on the clock, 2 minutes, so we're going to end up seeing people. And that's all, that's Iger Pro, very wide. I don't know if they're going to carry on with the lap. They might do. Hopefully they can. But they do have an opportunity to go slow and get round again. Okay, I believe. They might just keep the power down anyway. We'll see, we'll see. We're going to go on board with someone else. Downey is on an out lap. We've got Tiff Honey who's gone on their lap, and they will probably not be improving again. So that is Tiff Honey in 6th or lower. We've got Progster on a lap and Magic on a lap. Who's further forward? It looks like Progster's just further forward, so we'll watch on board with the Red Bull driver. This guy's surely going to be a challenger for pole position. Surely go for pole position today. And around the tricky part of the circuit. Try not to lock up too much. We can't see him locking up there, so it looks fairly clean. It looks like his teammate's nowhere to be seen, so he's made a pretty nice gap. Maybe Magic wasn't pushing too hard if they've made a mistake, but Progster comes round the final corner. Puts that DRS wide open, and they come round, and where do they go? Only 6th. They are on the mediums though, so yeah, that's interesting to see. They're on the mediums, so hopefully that can change. Magic goes on their lap again. They saved up their ERS, so they did back off. You've got a yellow flag in sector 2. I'm not quite sure why. Or sector 3 even. And I think that's a Mercedes. That's a pink. I think they might have spun. They're going slow, so that is why. And I think that will be pink at the back of 141. Unfortunately, they will not be improving. Magic will not improve, so they're in 10th. That's not usual for Magic. I do have to say, though, Magic didn't do terribly well here last time in France. But hopefully we can see them make some moves. They should have extreme race pace. Don't Holes finish their lap. Will we see Iger Pro improve on their lap? We'll watch on board to see if they can as they come around the final sector, around the final few corners. We don't know how their lap's been so far. We won't know until they cross the line. It looks like Pink just going into the pits. Iger Pro coming around the final corner. And he's going to hit that DRS button as soon as he can. And hopefully he can get it done. And he doesn't improve, unfortunately. So he does stick with second place. But that's a darn good result. We do have other challengers who could take that position. Progster just improves to put it up into fifth place. Donut Hole's actually left the session, so they might not even be at the start of the grid. We'll see. Downey in sixth place. And will they be able to improve? And they do in this pole position. That's pole position. Oh my god. A 130.7. Very nicely done. A very late snatch from Downey. And this is your pole sitter today. They have taken it from Donut Hole at the last minute. Iger Pro's just been booted off the front row of the grid. What a shame for them, guys. What a shame for the Ferrari drivers. But Downey has just taken pole position in the F1 league. So his second race in the F1 league as a permanent driver, and he's taken pole position. What a drive today. What a drive. He's done super well. And yeah, well, that's very impressive at the last minute. And he's managed to get it done. And it looks as if Donut Hole doesn't rejoin in time, Downey will have well, no cars beside, so all he needs to do is get a good start, and he will just be able to take a normal line into turn one, and that will be his job done, and maybe even his race win into turn one. We got all these guys. Looks like PJ has joined, and Donut Hole has joined, so maybe Downey isn't so safe, but we will see as we go to this screen. And we will be right back with you in about 2 minutes. So don't go anywhere. See you in a bit. Hello everyone and welcome back to the LSI F1 Championship. We're here today for the French GP. And apparently we've got some bugs. I don't think we do. It doesn't look like we do. But apparently we do. We're just going to keep looking at that. Try and get everyone updated. But hopefully there isn't a problem. We're just going to keep looking. And we're just going to get on board. Unfortunately, we can't do much about it, much about the problems with Donut Hole, but we are ready to go racing. And it's 5 red lights and away we go. Always a delay, but it looks like everybody... Downey's got a very, very nice start. Looks like Iger's got a pretty good start. Donut Hole has as well. Vibes has a terrible start. He's getting pushed off by Donut Hole. Donut Hole's ghosted. Just doesn't look like they're having a great start. I don't know what's going on. And that's a spin out from Vibes. Vibes been absolutely taken out. And that's a Red Bull. The Red Bull boys, both of them, all the way at the back of the grid. And that's Progster off. Dark Martyr off. No damage. Is damage been turned off by accident? No, you can see it on there on Magic's wing. And that's a safety car. What the hell happened? Whoa. That was an impressive start. And a safety car within the first few corners. So that's very, very impressive. We got Iger Pro in second. I just need to quickly do something. And I'll be right back, guys. Sorry. Okay, so I'm back and good to go. Hopefully everything's okay. Hopefully Donut has been able to join back, and I think they have. Sorry about this. And that is Donut Hole. Apparently they don't have control of their car. But that was about 5 minutes ago. Or actually 4 minutes ago. Sorry about that. Sorry, I just had to go and do something very quickly. And it looks like Magic, Cisco, Pink, Dark Martyr. We actually look to see who's gone into the pits. Maybe it's changed the strategies, but I don't believe it will have, because it's only lap 2. So looks like Donut Hole, Magic, Cisco, Pink and Dark Martyr have all pitted. Dark Martyr unfortunately at the back. They are just behind their teammate. Hopefully they can have a good race. They're a very good driver in the F1.5 league, so hopefully we can see them do well here. We'll look at the current tyre situation and then telemetry. So everyone will probably have full ERS even, because it's the safety car, so why shouldn't they? Should be all good. I believe I'm talking to you. I'm just going to check that before we go for the restart, and I am. That's great, and that's PJ and Gartzerg both getting time penalties for collisions under the safety car there. Not quite sure why. PJ's actually in the Haas car today. Unfortunately, unfortunately they're in the Haas car, so because they joined late on, so they will not be driving in their full real team. Locking up and almost going into the back of Rubert there. Safety car is not in this lap. So we will wait for Dark Martyr, who's the last car to actually get to the track, and that's Pink actually having a collision with Cisco. Hopefully they haven't got any damage, and they do, unfortunately. So that's what happens, and some guys have damage now, unfortunately, because of these collisions. Just need to be a little bit more aware on the track, but hopefully it doesn't affect them too much. Hopefully we can still have some good racing. Dark Martyr is just gaining up now. They're not going to take them long, so we will be going racing when it hits lap 4 of the French GP, and it's going to be great. It's going to be really, really good. We got a hell of a mix now. Sebox up into E3. Where did they qualify again? Okay, so they qualified around P6, P7, I think, a P6. Yeah, P7, I think. So they've done very nicely, and now up into 3rd place. Eigenpro and Downey better watch out, because this guy is very, very good. Very, very feisty. They're quite good on the brakes, actually, I have to say. And this time they're on a very similar strategy, and I could actually say they're on a better strategy than Eigenpro and Downey, because they're going to be able to go longer in the race. Theoretically, they'll be able to go a bit quicker to start with. But now we've been under the safety car, they're going to be a little bit older tyres with the soft tyres, so maybe they're going to have worn down. And, well, Sebok could maybe bring this up to a win, but he will have Tear of Honey just behind, who's also a very similar driver to him, and very, very darn quick, strong. Choosing a different strategy to everyone else. Hopefully they can make some positions, and, well, even hold their position. They are on slower tyres. Hopefully they can still make a position, though, because well, they'll pan out later on, I think, because they're different strategies. So hopefully that will work for them later on in the race. But the safety car has gone in. We're just going to bunch up the grid, ready to go. And it looks like everybody is just waiting. And we've got a collision for PJ again with Rubert. But as we watch on board, when will Downey put their foot down? And they are go. They're putting their foot down and it's go. And where does Eiger Pro come out? They're not going to be able to get any overtakes. I don't believe anybody will be able to go for any kind of overtake on the start. And it looks like actually Magic's going to make a move on his teammate, even as the restart. And Progs are just going for the inside, but they did back off there. And they just waiting and maybe going to try and take them later on when there is DRS. And Eiger Pro looks like they're just struggling on the back of Downey. We're going to watch on board here. I just want to quickly check. Sorry about that. I just want to quickly check if I'm actually sharing my volume. I hope I am. I can't really tell. If you're in chat, please tell me. But otherwise, that is fine. Hopefully, we can get through that. Sebok, as I was saying, just behind Eiger Pro, not being able to make a move. I don't know if we've had any moves right now been done. So I think I don't think any moves have been done. Progs are still ahead of their teammate. Disco just behind. Dark Martyr's been able to make a position on their teammate though, so they've been able to put them up into P16, and that's PJ actually losing 2 positions to Progzer and Magic. I think they might have even lost a position to Donut Hole as well. I don't know what's happening with Donut Hole. I think Donut Hole's car, I think he is driving because it's not ghosted, so it shouldn't be AI. But we'll see. And it looks like Downey's going to set the fastest lap. Sebok's just behind, and it doesn't look like Eiger Pro will get DRS if DRS is enabled. So we'll see how that pans out. But it looks like Sebok's gaining nicely as these guys up ahead. Their tyres will start to run out eventually. We don't quite know when they will start to run out, but they will start to run out eventually, and it's only a matter of time until Progzer and Tierney, who's right behind, not Progzer, Sebok and Tierney, who's right behind. It's only a matter of time until they can make a move, and it looks like they're sticking with them. Tierney's very close. It does look like Sebok's gaining or not, and I don't think there's going to be any moves. Can we try and see one? Like here, Rubert could, or Level Light could even go for it on his teammate. I think he's just going to back off though. Very nicely done. And I don't think we're going to see any moves. It does look like Donut Hole is just fending off Progzer. Progzer's just behind. And it doesn't look there's any battles up here. And I think, yeah, PJ's gone into the pits. Okay. So they're on a similar strategy to Pink. Pink's also gone into the pits, so maybe we'll see them make their way back up later on strategy wise. So hopefully we can see them battling again. And oh, it looks like Rubert's managed to make his way past fellow countryman Guts, another German driver, currently is a reserve driver today. And it looks like Level Lights, I thought it was going to go for the outside there. He is looking very quick, I have to say. But it looks like we've got a battle on our hands at the front here. And it looks like Sebok's trying to find his way around Eiger. Eiger just a bit quicker right now. They've just got the advantage. And they are ahead. But it looks like Sebok is keeping with him and getting closer and closer every lap. But it does also look like Tierney is even closer to Sebok than Eiger Pro is to... Sebok is to Eiger Pro. We've got Strong, who's just breaking a little bit away, but we're going to watch on board with these 3 guys for sure. We're going to focus on them and see if there can be any moves done on the start or on the back straight, and it looks like it's going to be pretty simple for Sebok. Eiger Pro's just going to have to back down, and what's going to Tierney do? He's going to have to back off, and he's going to wait for these guys to go through the corner. And very nice defending from Eiger Pro's, and manages to take the position back, but Progzer does have a better run. Sebok even has a better run. He been able to make a switchback work, and can he do it? He's going to have the inside line, and I think that is going to be the move from Sebok, and he's just blocking, or closing the door on Eiger Pro. I think that's a fair move. So very nicely done there from Sebok. What a move. And he's managed to get it done. And Tierney looks like they're going to try and hunt down Eiger Pro. Eiger Pro tyres looking like they're starting to wear off a bit. And Eiger Pro going very wide. And Tierney looks like they're going to go around the outside. Can they get a switch back down? And they're going to be able to do it. They put the traction down. And they got DRS. They're very close. And they're going to start to gain now. They have a bit of ERS, and it looked like Pro just closing the door. It's a pretty fair battle. I think he's just trying to close the door, but he was beside. He didn't completely push him off the track. So I think fair play and very nicely done from Tiffany. Tiffany managed to find his way past. Looks like Pro's tires are wearing away very quickly. Strong is now able to get up into the battle behind Pro. Can we see a move down? And I just have to say, look, it's less than a 1 second. He's got DRS on, oh, has he? Yeah, I think he's got DRS on Downey, so that's going to be interesting to watch. And we don't actually have Strong making a move. Can we see anything be done here? Can Level Light, Rubit even go for a move? He's not going to go for it, just has to back off. But Gartzerg looks like they are... they're on a similar strategy, so they shouldn't be struggling too much with that. And it looks like Donut Hole's going to go for a move on the outside of Vibes. Can he do it? Wow, if he can, that's very impressive. He has to go a little bit wide as he's slightly pushed, and it looks like Ruba and Level Light battling closely, and that's Vibes always nearly taken out Donut Hole. Hopefully Donut Hole's got no damage, and he's now getting challenged by... it's now getting challenged by Proxer, and oh, okay, there's damage on Donut Hole's car on the front right part of the wing. We can't tell because of the camera view, and that's Vibes, by the way, into the pits. And it looks like, oh, Level Light very close to the back of his teammate. Can we see anything done? Oh my god, oh, we've missed it. We've missed the battle, and it looks like Sebot's got past. Downey's just behind. He's going to try and make a move back for the lead. Can he get it done though? He's going to have to back off and wait till the DRS straight, but I think Sebot right now is going to have the pace, especially on those tyres. He's going to have the outright pace, and that's going to be a very difficult thing to try and fight back on. And you can see Tiffany also going to go for it. Can he gain at all? We'll see. ERS, DRS. He's going to be gaining very quickly. He's not going to be able to get a move done. That's a very stupid move if he does go for a dive bomb. But we want to go back with these guys, see if there's going to be any move done from Level Light. Level Light finally got past his teammate. He doesn't have any damage though, but he was gaining very quickly. Not quite made a move, and that's Donut Hole. Donut Hole punted off Progzer, and he's ended up spinning the car. You could see Progzer went very deep into that corner, losing the position now to his teammate. And Donut Hole's lost even more position. So Donut Hole just looked, well, that's from what I saw. It looked like they just had a little bit of touch, and unfortunately they went round. We'll check that later on. It looks like Vibes has, yeah, they pitted earlier, so we'll see how their strategy works out. Hopefully, they started in 4th place. Hopefully we can see them work their way back up as they are on, it looks like a 2-stop. They'll probably be going on for some another set of medium tyres later on in the race, so we'll see if that's any faster than the hard tyre guys. Let's go back with the battle at the top. Looks like Tiffany's managed to make his way fairly easily past Downey. I just want to say that Pro's actually pitted now onto the hard tyres, so that is a 1-stop, I believe, for Pro. So we'll see how that works out. Strong. Looks like they're keeping their pace. They're keeping their distance. Just behind their teammate. Not quite making the move yet, but they will have, well, I say they'll be starting to get a bit faster later on towards the race, well, towards the end of their tyre. What am I saying? Downey is going to be starting to wear down on their tyres very, very shortly. They're probably even going to go for a pit stop right now, and Strong will be able to go a bit quicker right now, I think. Sorry about my jelly mouth there. Not quite sure what happened, but Level Light, I just have to say, doing very nicely done. And Magic's going to go for the inside on Gartzerg. He's going to do it. He's going to have to back off, I think. Yeah, he did very nicely held. But Gartzerg going very wide now. And how's it going to battle out? The two, Tall Russell and Red Bull, the two... oh! And we've got Donut Hole, Cisco, and Magic, all DNFing, and they're scattered across the track, as can we see. And that is a huge shunt. And okay, that was a bit of a shock for Pro there. And Magic looks like, if they, I think they have crashed. That is a shame. And there's no safety car, even though 3 cars are out. What is going on there? Okay. We do have to look at this battle though. Vibes currently on the faster tyre. We'll see if it's a faster strategy. But Vibes and IgaPro, can they battle it out? Level Light just going into the pits there. And they've been able to... well, they come out just behind Vibes and IgaPro on the hard tyres there. Oh, this is new. We've got a Sebok just been taken by Tip Honey. He's got the pace though. He's got ERS and Slipstream. He's going to go for a move again. Can he get it done? He sticks it on the inside. Tip Honey's going to have to back off. And can we see them go around the outside? They're going to have to back off and they're going to go for the switchback. Cisco's left the session, unfortunately, after that incident. But we're going right on the inside. Can he get it done? He's going to have to back off though. Maybe go for a switchback. But he's round the outside. Can he get it done? He's just going to have to watch out there. Sebok just goes a little bit wide and squeezes them out, which I think is fair enough, and Sebok just fends him off. Can't really do much about that right now as Tiv Honey, former Renault driver and now Toro Rosso. So can we see them beat their old team? They got DRS, but they'll probably be waiting for the next DRS zone to try and make a move, because that is the most common place to make a move, and we will look at what these cars can do. Currently, the medium tyres, 9-lap old tyres, so for sure interesting. And then Strong in third. Just a 4-second gap right now. We'll go back with these guys though. Can Tiv Honey make a move? You can see the pace, and there's not much difference, so they're going to have to wait until the corner. Can we see anything done? Oh, and that's Tiv Honey making a huge mistake. And just misses Sebok, and that's going to be a big compromise to his race. He's now going to have to try and gain back. So we'll see how that works out later. What a shame for Tiv Honey there. We're going to go back and see on board, see if there's any closer battles, and it looks like the Ferrari boys are pretty close, and so is Level Light. Level Light, former rival of IgaPro's and former teammate, and well, IgaPro's slightly older tyre, just 1 lap, so that's gonna, we'll see how that plays out later on. And Vibes currently, as we expect, they are the faster car on that faster tyre right now. We'll see how it pans out later on. They will be probably going for another set of medium tyres, and IgaPro catch up and make any moves. We got Progster in the pits right now, 4th place. Very nice. After a fairly nice recovery race there. Pretty interesting. On the start, they got absolutely taken out, and that was pretty much them over. And all there, that's IgaPro going very wide. And I just have to say, Downey's gone and set a fastest lap on their new medium tyres, and now Level Light very close as IgaPro went very wide. Level Light got a better exit, and he's going to be able to go for, well, he's going to have to kind of threaten IgaPro, if you like. He's going to force him onto a different line. He's not going to go for a move. I think that's fairly wise, as the next DRS zone is the most common place. And currently, the 2 Ferrari teammates are 1 second. There is a 1 second gap for DRS, so I think IgaPro will still get DRS. He looks pretty close. He looks close enough just. And I believe he will get it. And he does. But Level Light also does, so Level Light will be getting a double toe, but is not going to have any pace to do it. And it looks like IgaPro was using his ERS there, but Level Light wasn't, so maybe that's why. Maybe IgaPro is trying to keep with his teammate right now. Hopefully, yeah, keep with him and work together there, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Progster now comes out in 10th place after that pit stop on the hard tyres. They will not pit again, and that will be their race, so hopefully we can see them again later on. I just want to look at this. Tiv Honey's come into the pits, and Sebok staying out a little bit later right now. So where will Tiv Honey come out? Looks like he's going to come out in 6th place. and he's not going to be overtaken by the Ferrari guys. Oh, and that's a Mercedes just cutting the corner there. And I think that was... Oh, that was a pink. You think he's being lapped, or he's got no wing. And that is very harsh. Gonna have to back off for those guys, unfortunately. But Mark Martin's teammate does go and set a fastest lap, so this guy's got some pure pace. They're on faster tyres compared to the guys ahead of Progza, so hopefully they can clutch a point. But we'll see. Progza really wants these points. They're valuable to him in the championship as they want to beat their teammate, and it's going to be interesting. But it looks like Pink has actually... They've either disconnected the AI, or they're just having a tough race and they've got to be lapped by the car. They are just being lapped. They've pitted recently, but they do have to... Well, they're going to have to pit again as they have no wing. That's going to affect them a lot in the race. So hopefully we can see them make a move, make some positions. That is a hell of a shame if we don't see them make any positions. Sebok, by the way, and Strong, both on same or similar age of the tyres, but it looks like Strong just not as quick as Sebok right now, especially tyre-wise. It's going to be interesting to see. Sebok hasn't pitted yet, and Tiffany has onto the hard tyres. So is Sebok going to try and push it? And is he going to try and go onto the... a set of softs, because hold on, 10? Is that 13 laps or 14 laps? 13 or 14 laps left of the race, so yeah, that's for sure going to be interesting. I doubt it's going to happen, but you know what Sebok's like. They will take very risky chances with their strategy, and that's actually Vibes going off the track, making a mistake, and that's let a Level Light through. Now, Level Light is going to be able to challenge onto the back of Igapro. Igapro looks like... Well, they're very similar strategies, so maybe these two guys can escape, and it looks like maybe Vibes' tyres are starting to show that they're a bit slower now. Maybe he just hasn't looked after them very well, but Level Light does go a bit wide. Hopefully Vibes can make some time again and get some DRS and get back in the fight, but we'll see later on. Meanwhile, Downey goes and says fastest lap again. They are on a charge, and hopefully we can see them make some positions. Currently, if they're doing these fastest laps right now, if they're putting in very quick laps, maybe they can overtake Sebok when Sebok goes into the pits. Right now, Honey, I think Downey overtook Honey, but Honey has not been able to actually come out ahead of Downey as they went into the pits. So Downey's had a very good strategy. If you look, there's quite a bit of a gap, but will we see Sebok go into the pits? We're just going to watch on board, and that's actually Igapro again, a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings there, unfortunately, just trying to fend off Level Light. We'll check back at that battle later on, but we want to check, what will Sebok's strategy be? Not pit that in this lap, I know that for sure. So that is crazy that he's going on 14 lap tyres. Strong expected, but Ruber, what will they do? They've sure got some pressure now of their fellow countrymen from Germany, Honey. And do they go into the pits? They do. And what tyres will they put on? I assume it will be the hard tyres, unless they've pitted already. They haven't pitted already, so I believe it will be the hard tyres, because they cannot use the medium tyres again, as you have to choose 2 different tyres as a mandatory option. We'll see them come into the pit lane. And they've got actually a time penalty there. they've got some time penalty. Don't know where that's come from, but they do fit the hard tyres on. Very nicely done. And Jack Marta, one of the fastest guys on track, managed to make their way up into 9th place now after Gartzberg and I don't know if I'm saying it, Gars Tiger, and Rubert have made their pit stop, so they've managed to make it up into 9th place. Can they challenge Progster? They've been putting some fast laps, and we'll just check if we can see people's fastest lap. So they currently do have a faster lap than Dat Marta. They are on a faster tyre right now. We'll see if that works out for them later on, but yeah, we'll have to see. Pretty much, and that's all I can say right now. But I have to say, this battle is very close, and well, we just will go with the top few guys. I just want to say, because Sebok's in the pits, and Downey's coming around the final corner. It's going to be a drag race on the exit. And can we see Sebok's not come out, and Downey's going to have an epic lead. I don't know if Downey's pitted, so he's going to have to do a 2-stop. So he's going to have to try and put some very quick laps in right now. He's going to have to pit again onto some soft tyres. He's going to be able to put some very quick laps on, lap times in. And maybe they'll be able to take the fastest lap point. And yeah, it's going to be tricky. It's a big task, but they could do it. They're going to have to go onto some more soft tyres. And well, another set of soft tyres, unless they... No, they started on the medium tyres. I just remembered they started on the medium tyres, so they're going to have a great strategy. If they pit again, though, it will kind of slow them down, unless they're going to go onto 17 lap old tyres. That'd be quite a old tyre, especially around France. But he's going to have to pit again for some medium tyres or soft tyres. We'll see how that pans out. But yeah, well, that's interesting to see. And I want to say Eiger Pro and Level Light, look, they might have had a coming together, as Eiger Pro's had backed off there. We had to move away from this battle as the top two were pitting. But unfortunately, Eiger Pro dropped down. Level Light and Vibes are still close together. We see them battle it out soon. I just want to quickly look at these guys, the two Germans. Gartzberg and Rubert look like they're the closest guys right now. Hopefully we can see them do something. They have DRS. They're not going to be able to make a move right now. And I don't think they're going to be able to make a move on the next straight if they're not close enough. They got a fairly similar strategy, and they've actually gone over the corner a bit too much there. Just 3-second time penalty. I doubt they gained any time, if, well, I doubt they gained that much time, if at all. They probably lost time on that. However, unfortunately, that's how it goes, and they've got that. They do have DRS, so hopefully they can make some moves on Gars Tiger later on. Got Sebok. Looks like they've got some heat. Well, looks like they've got some pace, as they're keeping with Downey quite well. We've got Tiv Honey behind, just behind. Slightly older tyre, well, 4 laps older. And hopefully we can see them get in the battle, but it's going to be difficult. It's going to be for sure difficult. Strong, 4th place. They've pitted. They're on the medium tyres now, so they got some very nice pace. I saw that Level Light and Strong were very close, but I think Level Light, unfortunately, with the current tyre situation, has not really been able to make any moves. Strong has actually gone and set a fastest lap right there, taking it away from his teammate. So we'll see how that pans out later on. Strong looks like they've got some good pace, and if there's a safety car, or if he's just able to carry on his tyres, then maybe we can see him challenge for the win as what he did in Spain. So that would be awesome to see, a very awesome thing to see indeed. And Vibes keeping a consistent gap between him and Level Light, but he's got Progster hunting his tail, the only Red Bull driver currently left in the race. And we got some information from Biggles here. P1 has 3-second time penalty, P2 has none, P3 has none, P5 has a 3-second time penalty, I believe, and P6 has a 3-second time penalty. So that's Vibes and Level Light both have 3-second time penalties. I believe IgaPro does also. So that means Progster will be able to make some moves. Look, so P1's got some time penalties, Downey's got some time penalties. So that means, well, Sebok now gaining very quickly. So Sebok has not only got a time penalty with the car ahead to help him out, but he's also got some sheer pace. He's got some amazing pace right now. So this is going to, well, just ease the pressure off Sebok. I don't know what he's currently thinking now, if he's just going to decide to stop pushing too hard, save those tyres for later. But I have to say there's only seven laps left in the race. Only 7 laps. So it's going to be interesting to see. He's probably going to be able to challenge for the lead anyway to cross the line. Looks like Downey just going over a hell of a lot of dust. But still holds that position right now. I just want to say that Tiv Honey's currently in a position, as you see, P3 doesn't have a time penalty, so Tiv Honey will also be able to gain past Downey, and that will put Downey into 3rd place. Downey actually getting 3rd place last time in the race as well, I think, after time penalties. That's a hell of a shame for them. But P1 has 3-second time penalties, as we saw. P5 has 3-second time penalty, P6 has 3-second time penalty, and P8 has 3-second time penalty, and P10 has 6-second time penalty. So I guess the other guys don't. The P8 has... Sorry, that chat posting line breaks. That's actually absolutely fine. Thank you for the information, Biggles. That really helps there. So that's P6 with 3-second time penalties. P6 is currently held by Vibes, so Vibes has the time penalties there, and that will mean Progster should be able to make some sort of, well, be able to take that position. But we're going to look with the top two. The top two is Sebok gaining very quickly. Can he make a move? Is he going to go for the dive bomb? He's not. He's just going to have to back off. But Downey getting some serious pressure from the Renault driver. He's got some serious pace on the car right now, and it's very, very impressive. He's been doing some excellent performances, but his strategy has been letting him down in the last few races, and it looks like Sebok this time looks like he's going to be able to make it work. So he's back to his old winning ways from Spain. Last time he won was in Spain, round 5 of the season, and now round 8 of the season we are already at, and it looks like he's on target to win his current race. He does have Downey to get past. Hopefully he can get past nice and cleanly. Hopefully the two leaders don't take each other out. I won't say that again because I might have just jinxed it as the commentator's curse, but hopefully we can see a good battle to finish off this race. Downey unfortunately a bit crippled with their time penalty, but we'll see how that pans out in the race. And it looks like Sebok's got some extreme pace. You can see he's just gaining every corner. I just want to point out though, Strong has just got another fastest lap, so they've taken it away from their teammate earlier, and they've taken it away again as they're going even quicker. So Strong maybe can make some positions, but I'm not quite sure. They're quite far back. Here we go. Here we go. It's the back straight. DRS, ERS, he's got a lot of it, and he's got more than the car ahead of Downey, and he's got a lot of it, and he's going to go for me for sure. Downey defends, and he doesn't. He has to take the different line, and Sebok's very close, and they touch. He hits him, but it looks like there's no damage. He just has to push him a bit wide, as Sebok went very, very close to the inside line. So wow. They had to, it was a very interesting line. They had to go a bit deep into the corner there. They touched Downey. You could see Downey just weaved a bit there. Maybe Downey is trying to say something. Maybe he's trying to say, well, that wasn't a fair move. But there's no damage. Yeah, if he is weaving there, so that might be him trying to tell us something. But we'll see. Can report that later. And if he wants to, but I think right now it looks like that was a fairly fair and square move. And oh wow, it's Sebok about to take the win, I think, but we do have Tiff Honey right behind. Tiff Honey could make a move. P3, I believe, don't have a time penalty, as we've been told by Biggles. So thank you very much, Biggles, for that information. We've got Tiff Honey also gaining very quickly now to the back of Downey. Downey probably struggling with the tyres now. It just shows how quick the hard tyres are towards the end of the race. Tiff Honey got DRS. He's probably not going to be able to make a move, but it's going to help him a lot, and maybe he can brake a little bit later with these slightly better tyres. Can he do it? We got Igapro just getting another time penalty, 3 seconds, so that is going to bring him not down a position, but that's not going to help him either. Wait, no, that's going to bring 9-second time penalty, I believe. But we're just going to go on board with Tiff Honey. Tiff Honey looks like they're going to go for it. They're going to back off. It's very, very close, and they're going to go for the inside now. Can they get it done? They're going to do it. They're going to do it. Very easy move from Tiff Honey. Made it look very easy, but wow, that was close. And Downey probably wasn't expecting that, and what a shame for Downey. Downey is all going down the drain right now. Hopefully we can see him make some positions again, but with the current time penalty situation, I doubt we will. He's got DRS. He's going to be able to gain. But now, Sebok better watch out, because he's got a Toro Rosso right in his wing mirror. Very, very close behind. Will we see him make a move? You can see how quick he was around the corner then. He was drifting a bit there. That might not be good for his tyre wear, but, well, that's... you can just see how much he's pushing, how much effort he's putting into that car. Now we have 3 laps remaining. 3 laps remaining, I believe. 3 or 4 laps of the race left. And he's got DRS. This is going to help him gain. And this is going to mean that we get a very good battle at the end, I believe. Hopefully that can happen, because that will be an awesome thing to see. At the very end, we can see P1 and P2 battle out across the line, photo finish. That would be awesome to see. I know Sebok likes the battle at the end. Dark Marta, meanwhile, goes and sets the fastest lap. They've gone to pit again. They're currently not in the top 10, though. So they're going to have to try and make a move on Level Light. Level Light's also pit, though, and they have the soft tyres on. They're going to try and get a fastest lap. Maybe they made a mistake. I'm not quite sure. Pigs pitted and PJ also. So Level Light currently in a position to set a fastest lap and take that point. Dark Marta isn't. They're going to have to try and make their way past Level Light if they want to carry that current fastest lap point through. But we'll see. We'll see how that pans out. Meanwhile, Tiff Honey gaining on Sebok, but he has not a great run out of the corner there. He's got DRS. I don't know how that's going to affect him. He needs to try and keep within 1 second and get the next DRS straight. You can just see it looks like he's very quick into the first corners. It looks like he's got a very nice pace in the first corners, but Sebok's got a very, very good exit of pretty much every corner. So Tiff Honey's getting very nice entries, but Sebok's getting some very good exits, and it looks like Tiff Honey's gaining very nicely. Can we see them battle it out? As I say that, he does back off a bit, and it looks, if you look at the tyre strategy right now, it's going to be around 14 laps. Lap old tyres for Tiffany, well, it would be 15 by the time he finishes. He is gaining very, very quickly currently, but this could change later on in the race if the current strategy, well, pans out of the way, I think, if Honey starts to drop off of the pace. I was trying to say that Level Light went and took fastest lap from Dark Marta, so very nicely done from Level Light there. What an awesome pace he's got on right now. Unfortunately, has lost a few positions and is in 10th place, but hopefully we can see some good battles. And that's the safety car, a yellow flag even. I'm not quite sure why, but that's interesting. We got Sebok on board, and he's got 30 ERS, 30%. Tiffany just got a little bit less. I think he's probably just trying to use it to gain, and then once he can get DRS and once he can get effective DRS, he's going to save it and then try and make a move on Sebok. But he had a very nice gap and then kind of blew it there into the first corner. Yeah, that didn't quite work out for him there. He's going to be maybe not too happy, but we have got a lap left still, so hopefully we can see them make a move. This is only the penultimate lap. It's not over till it's over. He's got DRS. He's going to have to gain. He's going to have to gain quite a lot now. It looks like he can in the later part of the circuit. He looks like he's got some good pace, but he's going to have to try and keep that pace throughout the next lap and try and make a move. Otherwise, Sebok is going to be able to take this win. So he's got to try his absolute hardest right now. Sebok looks like they're running over some dust there, but hopefully that doesn't affect them too much. Hopefully they can make some positions. We will see though. And Rubert meanwhile goes and gets a 3-second time penalty, unfortunately. Looks like they're battling it out with well, it looks like the Gartzberger's got some company between both Williams cars. Looks like they're Tiffany actually on the camera right now struggling with a bit of tyre there as they went out. They exited the corner. Just a little bit of grip, and they've had a very good section of corners, and they've just got not very good grip on exit. So they had an amazing entry, as I said, amazing entry and a bad exit. They just look like they're struggling to grip right now. Hopefully we can see them make a move. They're a lot closer than they were last time. If they can get some entries, so they're about a 10th closer. If they can get some good entries, get some DRS, this is pretty much it. This is their last chance. Can they do it? They're very close now. Can they get anything done? They're super, super close. Sebok's probably loving this as he loves a very close battle, and it looks like Tiffany is just too far back. He's just going to miss out, I think, unless Sebok makes a mistake. Can we see that? That will be very dramatic, and you can see how much how much pace he's got in the last sector of the track. He's got so much more than Sebok, but can he make a move? I don't know if he will be able to do it, and he's so close, but unfortunately I don't think he's going to be able to do it. I don't know what the current time penalties. I believe both of these guys are free from the time penalties. They don't have any, and it looks like... Oh, and that's PJ retired from the session. Not quite sure what happened there on the start-finish straight, so that was interesting to see. Hopefully that's not a yellow flag, and that's all. That's Tiffany making a mistake, unfortunately. What a shame. What a shame from Tiffany there, but he does have to just settle, I believe, for first place. But Sebok takes the win for the French GP. Once again takes the win for Season 3. What a race from Sebok. His strategy worked a little bit better today, and his pace finished off his race for him. So very nicely done from Sebok there. What a race from Sebok. Tiffany has some very good pace at the end of the race there, but unfortunately not quite enough. Downey in third place. Their time penalties didn't affect them too much, although Strong was close. They did put some very good laps in, but unfortunately just missed out from overtaking their teammate. Progster in fifth place, a very good recovery race from them. Vibes outperformed their teammate right now. Igapro did have quite a few time penalties though, so we'll see how that pans out later. But Igapro very nicely done. We got Level Light very close to the back of his teammate Rubert, and oh, Level Light does take the position anyway because of time penalties. The Level Light's going to take an extra point there. I think Level Light's got fastest lap. Rubert into 10th place, unfortunately, but they still get a point. And that's Gartzberg Gutzberg did actually lose some positions there, so they will just finish just outside of the points. But a very good race from Gutzberg, I have to say. But Sebok takes the win for the French GP once again. He's going to be very pleased with that, I reckon. And yeah, it's going to help him in the championship very, very much. He's going to be pretty darn happy with that. Tiffany just behind another second place. I think that's 3 second places in a row for Tiffany. So he's on a pretty good, consistent run there. He's just losing out on the last laps on every single race. So pretty bad luck, but he's got some consistency. And Downey doing another third place, so that's similar to Tiffany with the consistency right there. We've got Level Light. I believe they did take that fastest lap of 1:31, so they're faster than the whole field. And well, that's been your French GP. Sebok takes the win. And Tiffany just behind. Downey in third place. Strong in fourth. Progster, Vibes, Eiger Pro, Gutzberg actually took 8th place. I didn't realise that, so they got time penalties not as much as Level Light and Reba. I didn't see that quite right. Level Light into 9th place. Ribbit into 10th. Dark Martin into 11th. DNFing was PJ, Pink, Magic, Cisco, and Don't Hole. They all DNF'd, unfortunately. Something happened there in the race. And, well, that's a hell of a shame. But thank you very much, everyone, and we'll see you next time for the Austrian GP of the LSI F1 Championship. Thank you very much.